Yeah. Or, sometimes family or friends be like, girl or boy, I wouldn't put up with this, da da da. But them be the families that can't really give advice, you
Right.
know.
And also you giving advice for some people that they may not never been in a serious relationship. Back again with another one of marriage talk with the Stinnetts. I got my lovely wife with me, like always. So let's jump right into it. So today's topic will be about family and friends, having family, setting family and friends boundaries. Whether you are married or in a relationship, engaged, meeting someone new, and y'all start getting serious. So making sure you have boundary or make set boundaries when it comes down to family and friends entering in your relationship. So you think about that. What's
Um,
your take on it?
so like not well, I would say like with you have to set boundaries with what's that? What's that?
Okay, come on. Let's keep
Idiot.
going.
So
Go ahead.
so my take on it is like being married, I feel like you kind of have to set boundaries with families and with friends because your marriage is something that God put you two together to as one. So I mean, it's okay to to vent maybe sometimes to your family,
Yeah, and that's
but
just
not
not all the
all
time.
the
Not every
time.
single problem I have.
Yeah.
'Cause I
So
feel like that really
kind of like
family
yeah,
and friends really uh, could damage a relationship.
yeah. Or sometimes family or friends be like, girl or boy, I wouldn't put up with this, da da da. But them be the families that can't really give advice, you
Right.
know.
And also you giving advice for some people that they may not never been in a serious relationship
Yeah.
and there
Or they don't
too.
know.
And when y'all married or in a relationship, especially when y'all married, y'all one.
Hmm.
So y'all supposed to be able to work it out or try to work it out together with each other.
Hmm.
If you got a problem, just pray about it, speak to God about it. But you got an example you think you can say regarding this?
Um, like maybe if you get into an argument with your spouse or your significant other, the first person should not be your family member to call. The first person should be the Lord. Like, Lord, okay, give me strength. Like, show me where I went wrong. Show me what I could have done different. Show me, what was the issue, what happened, what started it, how can we fix it. And then, once the Lord tell you to do whatever, then I mean, I guess if you feel up to it, maybe you can share it with the
So how
family
do you
member.
set boundaries? What kind of conversation do you need to have with your
I don't
friends and
really feel like
families
I don't really feel like it's a conversation that you need. I feel like you just don't say stuff. Like,
to keep everything,
in the
in
house, you
house? Yeah.
married, like the problem or the issue is with your spouse or your partner. Like, you shouldn't be going out and venturing out to other people. Like, you married to that person. So everything is supposed to be discussed with that person before you discuss it with anybody else.
Right. That's true.
You know?
That's true. That's true. Because they could say something regarding.
Because people influence other people.
They
And some
do.
people you might call and be like, hey, this is going on, this and this and third. And the first thing they're gonna do, because they don't know every piece that went on, is gonna be like, well, I wouldn't put up with this, or you should do this and you should do that. But you know what you deal with in your house. So you know what caused the situation or the argument or the disagreement. And you know how y'all would normally fix it. So of course you're gonna be like, I really don't want to take that person's advice. But at the same time, now guess what they're gonna be doing? Calling you. So, girl, what you do about this situation? What he say? Did you say what I tell you to say?
Hmm.
And here is another issue because they're gonna constantly be
So
reiterating,
how do you tell that friend or that family member? How do you have that conversation, saying
especially,
without
especially.
hurting their feelings?
Are you saying like if I was to tell somebody something
Right. If
and
you
then they say, "Well, girl, you should do something," like, I'm like, no,
right,
I'm just
how do you set the boundaries? How do you have that conversation saying, well, look, this is our marriage, this is our relationship, this something that we have to work out
Yeah.
without hurting the person's feelings. How
Just
do
be
you?
like, girl, I know we done been through some. I know me and him done been through some stuff, but we just gonna pray about it because I know we get through whatever we have to get through, but it's all up to prayer. And like everybody not perfect. I know I'm not perfect, so I know it's probably something we both could have done different to address the situation.
Right, because
You just have to take accountability because I mean it's just as much as the person's fault as well as it's yours. So it's like y'all both are one. So it's like something happened on both ends for y'all to get into that disagreement.
right, and
So you just
you
gotta take
bring too
accountability.
many people into the mix.
Yeah, so you just gotta take accountability.
Uh, when that happens, you just you make it worse. You make the
Yeah.
other partner be mad, even more mad at the other partner,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all could have just worked it out inside.
I just feel like everybody take accountability. You're good.
Right.
But when
No,
you
that's
got one
true.
person always pointing a finger, you're not gonna end up nowhere.
No, you won't. But especially marriage,
Yeah.
especially marriage, because the woman and the man supposed to be one as soon as they get married
Mm-hmm.
under God's covenant,
You said leave your
and
mother and your father to
right,
become one.
and become one. And that means anything that happens in a marriage should stay in the marriage,
Mm-hmm.
because that could be damaging, um, to a point that it might lead to
Other things.
divorce,
A lot of
a
other stuff.
lot of other stuff.
You can't even say divorce. It can lead to resentment.
Yeah, especially
It can lead,
resentment is something that
yeah,
can build up without even saying
right. And
nothing.
then once resentment build up so much, then you got either spouse not feeling comfortable in their
Yeah,
home, and
'cause I
your
think
home
my
is supposed to be your
resentment
peaceful.
built up when my last marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I was just so angry, and I was just not saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just building up, and eventually I just kind of exploded and started doing things that
Yeah,
wasn't in my character
yeah.
to
So I
do.
just feel like resentment can be a major one because, like you say, you start doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do, and then you start acting in a way that you wouldn't normally act, and it's just gonna cause more turmoil. And then here comes the lies and just
Hmm.
little petty stuff.
Yeah, cause you tell one friend once something, a family member, another family member outside of marriage wants something. They tell other family members, they
And it's
tell
gonna be
cousins,
twisted.
they tell aunties and best
They're gonna miss
friends,
pieces,
and
and yeah,
then it get back around to us.
with a whole nother
Then a whole
story.
nother story,
And
and
pieces been took off,
it's a
pieces been
mess.
added.
But I
Yeah,
believe that marriage should set that. If it's not happening to you to a marriage, it's fine, it's
yeah,
cool. But once you start sensing it and hearing it
yeah.
and
Boundaries.
seeing it, just set it. I believe that because we're having good
Yeah.
communication with each
Hmm.
other, um, and like you said earlier, praying and asking God, what should I do in the situation instead of running
Hmm.
to someone else about the situation.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is something that all marriages should work through,
Yeah, for sure.
about. But I guess right now we want to ask y'all, what do y'all think?
What do y'all think?
Put in your comments about setting boundaries with friends and family so they won't try to interfere in the marriage.
Hmm.
And what do y'all believe? Do y'all believe that's true?
Hmm.
Should y'all set boundaries? Should we not set boundaries? Let us know in the comments. We here to support.
Hmm.
Everyone go through things. All marriages go through things.
Relationships. You
Relationships
know.
go take hits,
Hmm.
but I believe if both persons
Okay.
communicate correctly, uh, it can get worked out.
Yeah.
So let us know, and let us know in the comments also of any topics, marriage topic, relationship topics y'all want
Us
us
to
to
discuss,
discuss, and
so we get your feedback.
so we get your feedback, and maybe we talk about that topic on the next
Episode.
episode. But until next time,
Thanks for watching.
peace.